Hello and welcome to NXT. I am your host, Doug the Conqueror Terrell. We're all going to talk about everything NXT. I can't do it alone though, obviously. I have these three beautiful people here. Give us a wave, give us that bait wave. You dirty marks. I'm a dirty mark though as well.
You're the dirtiest.
I'm just a dirty mark in a suit.
Marks.
Yeah, conqueror of the marks in a suit. Well, you know, gotta dress to impress sometimes. Anyway, I have here, to start off with, Adam Schofield.
Hello.
He is a lord. So,
I am a lord.
Yes.
Gave you my job. How's that seat feel?
Well, it feels good. Feels
Good,
good. Suit feels good.
Power.
You know.
That's why I became a lord.
Yeah. Well.
Damn
You never
fucking straight.
Yeah. Next up, we have David Hot Wheels Farrington.
Hot Wheels, come on.
Well, your car did set on fire.
Yeah, and you come out of it fine. We only
I
joke
did,
around
survived.
with it. If you're, you know, you're A-OK, be perfect.
You're A-OK. It was tugboat though.
It was tugboat, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, conspiracy theories out there. The world is flat. Tugboat set fire to Dave's car.
Yeah.
Next up, obviously, my Raynham Calf brother, Lean Mean, Wilkie. Couldn't dress smart at all, could you?
Yeah, no, I couldn't find my blazer, but to be fair, when you've got a bait shirt that looks this sexy.
Yeah,
To be
it's a
fair,
fair point.
you couldn't find half the trousers as well.
Yeah.
No,
Couldn't wear trousers.
no, come on. This is
Are
NXT.
they-
It's for the marks.
Yeah, it's for the marks.
Like, are they designer or are they just inside out? I can't tell.
Yeah, these are designer actually. Have you ever heard of Primani?
Oh,
Primani.
Primani.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
they're
nice.
Yeah,
It's very best.
You are
comes from
technically
Primani.
Bobby Roode's worst nightmare. When he first come in, he literally described you. So
Yeah.
we're doing well. Anyway, on to NXT and what has actually been happening. Since Takeover Orlando, we've had a lot of events going on.
A lot
I think
of
it's
Hell of a lot.
a hell of a lot. We've also had some call-ups. We have lost on NXT, Nakamura.
Yep. Fuck you, tugboat.
Yeah. He is actually
Yeah.
probably the best wrestler around
He is
right now.
easily, as you can
Yeah.
tell,
Yeah.
because he's having a match at SummerSlam for the WWE
Yeah,
Championship.
exactly.
Yep.
In kayfabe terms, that is the best.
Sorry, Tugboat.
Need I say more?
Need I say more? We had Ty Dillinger go up.
Yep.
We lost Ty Dillinger.
About time, but I'm worried of
10,
him.
10, 10,
10,
10, 10, 10, 10.
Not doing so well.
Not
No.
doing
No.
so well.
He's not done a lot, is
In my opinion, should have stayed for
he? Yeah.
till after SummerSlam. Maybe seems a little bit lost.
But then I don't know if it felt like he was there for so long, he
Yeah.
needed to go. So I don't.
They sort of rushed it. It was like, oh yeah, here's your push, and now we don't know
And
what
now
to
we
do.
don't know
here.
what to
yeah.
do.
yeah, here's your push. You beat Carl
You're gonna be
Hawkins.
10 at Royal
There we
Rumble.
go.
There we go. Fuck all else.
Yeah.
Well,
There
he
we
just has the gimmick, doesn't he? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You've got the 10 thing that he's going to have that.
That's all he's got.
No,
Yeah, the crowd are always going to pop.
They just
Oh, he
need
has,
to
man.
need to
Yeah.
do something with him.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the Revival.
Yes.
Yeah.
They went to Raw, destroyed the New Day,
Mm.
and their stupid ice cream truck. Oh, that was amazing when we saw that live, kicked it over.
Brief hiatus, but they're coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, not their own fault.
Not their own
Obviously,
fault,
you know,
no.
if you have your jaw wired shut, I don't think you can wrestle. You
Can't
can't,
really.
you can't
Oh,
cut promo.
Why did you
Yeah.
do so shit for a couple of... Wow.
Yeah. You know, he's slurping pizza shake. So
Pizza shake.
yeah, no, he did. To keep
chewy.
weight on, he had to drink
Oh, I
pizza.
thought that was just your general diet.
Yeah, no, that is
Oh,
not.
I'm a
Yeah, he
pizza
got diet
shake.
tips from Doug
Yeah,
in his
diet
recovery.
tips. He says, "How do you keep your weight on?" And I said, "Pizza shakes every day."
Nice.
New debuts though, notable debuts. We saw him technically debut at NXT Orlando. Was Aleister Black,
Oh,
The man.
Main man.
Brilliant.
Main man.
main man. He has it, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I've for this NXT special since Orlando. No, I watched up until like Chicago actually pretty religiously, but since then I hadn't watched anything. So yesterday I binged the entire lot. So like I knew Aleister Black had debuted and I liked him. Tommy End, seen a little bit thanks to old Haslam, and I caught up with everything yesterday, and oh my god, that guy
Just
is
has
incredible.
They've picked his
Yeah.
opponents really well.
Dude's amazing.
Dude is
Like,
amazing.
it's like you said, he's just got it.
Yeah.
That entrance.
Look.
I showed my girlfriend the other day, who isn't into wrestling, but I say she's into wrestling. I've kind of forced her to watch wrestling. But you know, she's not. She's not like us, a fan,
Yeah,
like a big fan kind of thing.
She's forced
But she does enjoy it. And I showed her his entrance of the most recent NXT that we saw when he went against. Who was it? It was an indie guy that I did not know because.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly.
The
Whispers
most
in the
recent
audience.
NXT, yeah,
Most
Kyle
recent
O'Reilly.
that we've seen, yeah. So probably one more since this, but yeah. And the entrance he did then when he came out against Hideo, when Hideo was in the ring, was just.
The
He's
stairs.
just got such a
Yeah,
presence.
He's
the
got
stairs. He doesn't even have to say a word.
No, he's that good.
It's that sit down as well.
Yes, that's
Sit down, cross the legs, and just.
He's got
Perfected it.
that Taker presence. Like he's not
Yes.
like Undertaker, but
No.
he's just got that vibe.
Like a Finn Balor demon.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It
I
just
like, it's the little things like his name.
Yeah.
It comes up at the bottom.
Yes.
It comes up.
Little
like,
things
The
to
only
say.
other
Yes.
person I've seen do that in recent years, anyway, is Undertaker.
yeah.
Oh, you got Bray with the lights.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
with
but
the-
yeah.
With the thing,
But
yeah,
we
you're
all
right.
forget about
But yeah,
Bryce.
those little touches are just what seem to be making him
Yeah.
above the rest.
Yeah, above the rest. Main event player. Drew McIntyre
Oh yes.
has returned
Yeah.
as a tank.
He's-
Opinions, Dave.
Oh, like he's just built, and he's someone who's really benefited going to the Indies and then coming back. A lot of people have done that recently, but him especially. You know, his move sets, his moves have improved massively. He's built. You know, he's just awesome, and I'm excited for his future in NXT.
Saying we're going to get onto him a bit more. One guy we probably won't touch on too much more though. Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream. I love the Velveteen Dream.
Do you?
I do. I
Bow, bow,
fucking
bow.
love the Velveteen Dream with the most velvety, beautiful elbow drop you've seen since Macho Man. Fuck me, I love that. I just love it. It's out there. It's different.
If
And
you-
it just pisses you off, but it's great.
Yeah. In my opinion, if you had a character opposite to Aleister Black,
Oh yeah.
character-wise,
Yeah.
it is the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, but then I just want to see him kick Velveteen Dream's face off.
There you go. There's
So
your
then-
entertainment factor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We're being worked, Wilkie. We're being
But
worked.
then once that's done, what next?
Throw it together, man. That'll be
Yeah.
it.
No, I
good
think
match.
for me, like it's weird when people like because he was in Tough Enough, wasn't he?
Yep.
Oh, there's Patrick Clark. Like it might just be me.
Such a boring fucking name, isn't it? Patrick Clark.
Yeah, he's gone from that to like the most flamboyant gimmick ever.
Let's take.
But when people come up like that with the Tough Enough thing, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like whatever they're doing, it seems like they're trying too hard. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Because they've come up, you kind of know that they're just trying to do something that sticks, even though you know everyone else is doing that, but you've seen his side of the story. I'm hoping that I'm not just rambling, but that really makes sense to me. Do you know what I mean?
Ranting.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, you're known for your little rants.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I haven't got any anger issues.
Well, that is the debuts, unless anyone else has any major debuts that happened.
Well, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, though,
Yeah,
kind of
we'll
touched on, but
touch on them in a
memory's
bit.
Shit, so.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on them too as well when the tag teams come around. But we did have an amazing pay-per-view. I call them pay-per-view still. In between
Special event.
this special event between Orlando and upcoming Brooklyn, Chicago Takeover.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. It
Banger.
fell on my birthday. Let's hear the thoughts about the segment that ended, the DIY split.
Oh, cut me deep that did.
Yeah.
You know, I was a massive fan of DIY. I started off not really knowing or getting them, but just thought they were good wrestlers. But the more you watch them, the more you see them grow as a team. And just when you thought these guys could really, hit it off on the main roster, they split them up. And part of you also has to remember what they did in that Cruiserweight Classic, because their match there was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And the way they've set up the rivalry is absolutely fantastic. But now we've got an injury, and we've got to potentially wait, almost a year to see that match happen. Gutting, but it is what it is. But it was an amazing match, and Authors of Pain. The last time we done an NXT special, I remember I slaughtered them and said how badly they were. hats off to them. I've changed my opinion on them. I think they're a really, really good team. I really, really do.
Did you watch the match with Heavy Machinery?
Yeah, we won't talk about that one.
Yeah, we'll get
with literally with the Gargano Ciampa thing. Like the only shame is that they can't capitalise on it at Brooklyn, because that would have just set.
That was the obvious
one.
Like,
I would have been interested to know. I'd imagine that they didn't know that Ciampa was going to be out so long. Because I mean, obviously it would have been so much better for them to do the Ciampa's injured, or even if they knew he was, if they did know he was going to be injured, they could do the whole Gargano sticking by him, not replacing him kind of thing, do a little bit of single stuff, but still just wants to get back, and then as soon as Ciampa comes back, turn on him.
Exactly.
That you get even more heat.
From what Ciampa said, it's very similar to the Finn Balor thing. He hurt himself before the match at a live event, but it was his ankle. He then hurt his knee in the ladder match. He didn't think it was that bad. But then when they operated on him, it was just completely shot.
It'll be interesting to see what they do about it, because if they want to keep that going, then they've got to keep on reminding fans about that every single time that Gargano comes out. And it was hard for people like John Cena and The Rock to do that for a whole year. Now you've got these two who have potentially got to do it for a year. Or do they do the opposite? Do they just completely ignore it and then have the shock factor when he then comes back?
I'd say that. Because like NXT fans remember this. So like it's not, you're not like having to rely on casual fans where like you're like, oh well, they're going to remember that long. Well, it's a more hardcore base, so they're not going to forget. So you can afford to have Gargano go off on like and start really having a great run. Gets to like Rumble or Mania thing next year. He's about to win the NXT title, and then Ciampa comes out and just fucks him over again.
Yeah, that would be
like
good,
because that's just pure shock. It's like you've forgotten all about it, and it's like, fucking hell.
Yeah,
we've got November coming up, so maybe around then. But then we don't know when he's going to return.
Yeah,
they could be doing something similar with Braun, where they said it was going to be 6 months. He was going to be out, and then he comes back a lot sooner.
Troll everyone pretty much.
How far are we in? And Doug managed to get a Braun reference.
Snuck that one in.
Snuck in a Braun reference.
I'm gonna be sneaking in loads of them. My main man Braun. Oh, Braun. Right. The other main thing that I really want to get onto is personally my favourite match of the year so far, and I don't think it's going to get beaten. Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne,
agree.
The UK title.
Let's hit it. It was
incredible. Me and Doug watched it together. Like I said, on his birthday, got some farm pizza with the Conqueror. Obviously, I wasn't in his league, but
we didn't compete.
We didn't compete.
It was a non-competition night.
Yeah. I mean, it would if we did compete.
It would have been no competition.
Yeah. The match was amazing. I mean, it's been a while since I've watched it. But if I remember rightly, it wasn't like ridden with near falls and stuff like that. It was a good story, and it was about time. Not about time, but I think it was a right time for Dunne to win the title.
Petey 2 belts now. So.
Yeah, Petey 2 belts. And even though he'll still forever be a top knot wanker.
Yeah. Top knot wanker.
Top knot wanker.
He is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I went Progress last Sunday and they were calling him a hell of a lot worse. So top knot wanker is like...
Kind.
Such a mark.
Yeah, I am a dirty
off of
mark.
Progress with your little
look at me, I went Progress.
Yeah, just jealous.
I watch Progress in ICW. I don't like WWE.
Just jealous. All I'm here is jealousy. I just like wrestling.
I'm basically just going to turn into Randy Orton. Where I'm just
But anyway, opinions on the match.
It was amazing. Yeah, it's my favourite match of the year by far, because it just sucked you in, and the near falls and everything, and there's not much else I can say really. It was just that good. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, like even WWE, they did their like half year best matches of the year, and that was number one. That was number one. Saying. So just like. I mean, granted, we haven't really seen them since on WWE television, but I don't know what's going on, whether they're going to use Progress or ICW to broadcast.
They don't know.
But more of that, please. Yes.
Yeah. Dave, any
massive statement from me personally? I thought it was the best wrestling match I've ever seen in my life. I really, really do. I've seen other like really, really good matches.
Slight choke from our Japanese correspondent over
I know he's gonna be great. I'll have words with him later.
Yeah.
But no, for
he's
me,
gonna be telling you about Kenny Omega and how much of a dirty mark he is,
Nate,
and how much he loves Dave Meltzer.
I can't get the
6.25
He is Dave
stars.
Meltzer, though, isn't he?
What?
Giant Dave Meltzer.
Yeah,
Yeah, giant Dave Meltzer. It's like Dave Meltzer's inside of him, controlling him. Anyway, Dave, sorry.
For me, like, it was just amazing. And for me, what a better way to try and draw American fans to watch UK wrestling. I mean, you posted on our Facebook, the other day, trying to get American fans to watch this because it's that good.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of it. It's a shame. As Schofield just said, I don't know what's happening with UK wrestling. It's sort of like disappeared all
It's
of a
in
sudden.
limbo at the minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like figuring out how they get it out there, like,
And
the most.
Well, matches like that, surely.
matches like that helped, and I'm also glad that they're not almost rushing it like 205.
Yes.
Because
they're
I
taking
don't think they have enough talent right now signed to try and have even a fortnightly show.
If anything, I feel like 205 is why they're taking the time with it.
Yeah.
Because 205 or the Cruiserweight division came about 6 weeks after the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
And pretty fair to say it's just not worked.
No.
It has its moments, but it's still pretty much the butt end of Raw at the minute. And 205, I personally don't watch it.
Well, it's still just Neville, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
never
Neville.
always that division. So you can see why they would be taking their time with this to get it right.
Yeah.
But it can afford to as well. So
That sounds absolutely great. There is one thing though. There's two good-looking guys who have got a review of Sandwich. We should really throw it over to.
way.
Well, I know
Yeah.
we got part-time jobs as well. Not only
Seriously?
our host, we try sandwiches. We meet our favourite wrestlers.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So
No, that's what we do.
let's throw it over to the Rainham
I'm
Cat.
excited.
Well, I got here quick.
Yeah, same. I got changed as well. Look, I mean, this is more comfortable. To be fair. I'm not snappily dressed, but
Well, it's part of the criteria of being a Rainham Calf.
just got to look like a geezer.
Doug, it's been a big time since we were last here. Let's get straight into the flow of it. Straight into it. Talk to us about who we're going to be reviewing today, because you know why we're here. We're here to review sandwiches.
That is the biggest thing. The guy today, in my opinion, is pound for pound the strongest wrestler out there in the world. For his weight, for how strong he is, I can't think of anyone who really competes currently with
Yeah, he's a machine.
that stat.
Yeah.
He's also a waving machine.
So if you haven't guessed now, it's the man himself,
Mr. Fighting Spirit, Tyler Bates.
Tyler Bate. And here,
So, look at that lovely photo. Look at him
It's the
admiring me.
Bad News Doug.
Look at that happy smile on my face.
I mean,
And he's basking in my glory.
he looks like this arm is just maybe slipping in a digit.
Maybe. And then he's going, what are you doing, you dirty, dirty Mark? Stop asking me dirty questions like what my favourite sandwich is.
You met him this weekend. In fact,
Yeah, really nice guy.
you
Really
met
nice
him
guy.
buying me this shirt.
Yeah, he was selling his own merch. He's still trading.
He's still doing it.
Still trading.
So
Still doing well.
tell us about your encounter with Tyler. We've got a video of it.
Yeah.
Did Kelvin sort it out?
Kelvin did. I think he did. He probably put the wrong video up, like he has done quite a few times. But
We'll chance it
Hopefully.
anyway. So
Yeah.
here's the
here's the
video.
video. Right, I'm here with Tyler Bate, absolute legend, one of my absolute favourite wrestlers. We're here to ask him one question. Tyler, what is your favourite sandwich?
I think my favourite sandwich, in regards to taste, I'd have to go with peanut butter and jam, strawberry jam.
I like the particular strawberry jam, that's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Big fan.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
There we go. What a lovely guy he was. An absolute gent.
Nice guy.
Couldn't live up.
I think he still thought Doug was going to violate him in some kind of way, but he gave us a sandwich. He was a nice guy.
I'll be honest, I shook his hand about 4 or 5 times just because I was meeting Tyler Bate, to be fair, one of
Those,
my
like,
favourite wrestlers.
Meaty bear paws all
Yeah,
over him. And
yeah.
he's vegan now as well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Please. I can smell the steak on you.
Because that better not have been Kelvin. No, he's not here.
No, he's not.
He's not turned up.
Oh, it's my birthday. Can I have a day off, please? No, you can't. But you don't turn up anyway.
I'll fucking get it.
Yeah, you go get it. That fucking prick. Oh, I need a day off for my little birthday so I can have the party pops. Oh.
Kelvin sucks.
Yeah.
Right, here we are. So this is another first for us. It's a classic among the American guys that we got during WrestleMania week. It came from an Englishman.
But he also did say he likes his strawberry.
Yeah, strawberry jam.
Bit
None of
of
this
tipsy.
peanut butter and
Jam. Raspberry.
what do they say? Peanut butter and jelly.
Jelly. Yeah. Can I have peanut butter and jelly, man?
Let's do it. Oh man,
Really good. He was right. For taste,
that sweetness
I do agree
with
with
the
you.
salty
No,
peanut butter.
it's like I'm eating heaven.
It
A
is fine.
sweet, crunchy heaven. By the way, a little side note, if you choose smooth peanut butter, I hate you. I actually despise you. Just go buy normal butter. Stop ruining peanut butter for me. Just buy it crunchy.
Have you not looked out there? Elvin bought a whole box of smooth peanut butter. Anyway, sandwich. Controversial. I'm going to put it out there. Tyler's a top boy.
Top.
This sandwich is amazing.
I can't actually stop eating it.
I want him at the top. Can it beat Ball? Are we in agreement?
I think we are. The taste combination, I've never had it before. I think actually the strawberry jam really sets it off. It's like having a little field of strawberries in your mouth. It just tastes like strawberry picking when I was a kid. Sorry, yeah, it takes me back to being a fucking geezer. Yeah.
Fucking right, son.
Too fucking right, my crunchy peanut butter.
If we're in agreement, where's he going?
Top.
It's going up off. This is fine.
Look at that, the UK champion. I don't know who that guy is. I know these words.
That's not even a sandwich, is it?
I know some of these words, but I don't know what that guy's. Is that a name?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sort of where it belongs.
Whoever that was.
There it is. And it's up there. Oh,
There he is. We've
there
got
he
a
is.
new champion.
We have a new champion.
First ever UK champion. You might have lost the title, Tyler, but
The champion of our
now
hearts.
you're the real champ.
Hopefully see you soon.
Hopefully see you. And for now,
Be safe.
be safe.
Oh,
I'll clap myself
clap.
and Doug.
Yeah.
Go us.
it's so fucking good looking.
Go us. Yeah.
Bask in my glory. Oh,
It's like a proper interview as well, that one.
yeah, so good.
That was great. I just it felt real.
Yeah, the love between.
The love.
I even got to get a photo with him because I don't normally get
I feel like he
starstruck.
looked up to you, both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely. Right. Anyway, so next up we have the women.
Woo! No, that's
Who
Charlotte.
is literally yeah. We have Asuka, who in my opinion is definitely like a great white shark in a small lake. The only way I can see her actually getting beaten is Scott Hall with a taser. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. No.
Maybe.
Asuka, opinions, guys. I mean, I think she's actually probably the best women's wrestler WWE got signed under contract.
Yeah, she's in a different league. We touched on this last time as well. That is there really anyone? And we're still kind of in the same position where the only person who can step to her is Moon.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that her hitting the Eclipse
Yes.
this week was good, even though it wasn't like it wasn't clean, if you know what I mean.
No.
She caught her distracted and bang.
Yeah.
But it was good, and she was out. You know, so they've really put that move's over as it is, because whenever she hits it, and the commentators say about 500 times how she hits that, it's over.
It's
Percy
over.
Watson there going,
Trying to pipe in anything he can.
yeah, just
around
sounding
anything.
confused, telling us what his mum puts in her cottage pie or something.
With
Asuka. It's,
I mean, granted, like, because Asuka it is the NXT Women's Division, really. But compared to 6 months ago, the Women's Division is a lot stronger
Definitely.
now than it was. You've got Ruby Riott actually Ruby Riott has impressed me. She's becoming more of a thing
Yeah.
than I expected her to. I
Yeah.
thought she was they were gonna bring her up and then like it was just gonna kind of like, oh yeah, it's Ruby Riott, and no one would care.
Yeah,
But she's actually done really well.
that match with was it Ruby and Ember? It was,
Yeah.
wasn't it? For unofficially for the number one contenders spot, basically, but it was that match, wasn't it? And I text you, didn't know when it was going on. So I'm watching Ember Moon and Ruby Riott, and Jesus Christ, yeah, well impressed.
One
Well
thing
impressed.
I do think though is that if Asuka loses at Brooklyn, it is timed very well, mainly because you've got Ember who can hold it for a while anyway.
Yeah.
But you've got the women's Mae Young Classic
Yes.
around the corner, and off the back of that, you know there's going to be a few people from that who go into NXT,
Yeah.
and that just opens.
I mean,
the
Does she
floodgates.
drop the belt though, or does she hold it and then retire it and just? I think if she does that, she'll go even stronger. Not that she needs it, but she'll go even stronger into Raw and SmackDown, and she can just be floating around both shows as this like free agent, and everyone just be scared shitless of her. And I think that would be amazing. Like she was undefeated the whole time in NXT, and then she carries it over to WWE, and then she's then putting that on the line. Her still undefeated streak.
I reckon one or two ways. It will either be she loses and then she doesn't have a rematch, she just goes straight to main roster, or she keeps it and then decides to leave NXT, drop the title, and then go on the main roster. The only problem I have with the second one is that I feel like it might leave the women's division in NXT damaged somewhat.
Yeah. That no one
because-
could beat her.
No one could beat Asuka. No one could level up to her. So why should anyone care? Granted, that's probably a bit of an oversight, like an overstatement. So it would probably be fine in the long term. But I just feel like they'll put themselves in a strong. Asuka, I don't think is going to lose anything by losing once to Ember Moon and then moving on to kick ass on main roster. So, but that's just me.
If she comes in and drops Charlotte on her head straight away.
Exactly. So
Yeah, and also we forget sometimes as hardcore fans of NXT that not everyone watches NXT and watches Raw. If the Asuka's made into like a big deal, instantly comes in and destroys someone that is big.
So is one loss at Brooklyn gonna hurt her in the long term? Nah.
No.
Would it add stuff to it? Yeah,
She's
sure.
just beaten
But
Goldberg's streak.
She has beaten Goldberg's streak, so that's done. That's in the past now.
Goldberg,
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Oldberg.
Dadberg, with
Dadberg.
yeah. Somebody's
Some-
shirt off.
Sunberg nips.
Yeah.
Fat tubby son.
Although the best video of the whole WrestleMania weekend had to be Goldberg's son dabbing on the turnbuckles. Amazing.
Oh,
Worth the trip to Orlando. Just laying off for the Raw, wasn't it? 'Cause he did that little
Yeah.
announcement on the Raw
Did the promo
after Mania.
and everyone was booing him, and he was like, "I took the title to my son's like school." And it's like, yeah, you squashed Kevin Owens, one of our favourite wrestlers, to take this title on.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's quick fire some women. We already touched on her, Ember Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not doing it for me. She's doing it for me in the ring. Nowhere else.
No, I'm the opposite. Like her promos for me, she cuts good promos now.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be because not that much is fresh, so I've only got like the last few weeks that I've just watched in my
maybe.
brain. But it seemed like I just like that standard, generic. Like I'm a wrestler and
she pulls it
gonna
off
beat
though.
you.
Like
Yeah.
she does it with conviction. So
She does pull it off, but she's that good in the ring that it doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't. I wouldn't say that I dislike her in any way whatsoever. She still entertains me.
She's going to carry the division anyway once Asuka's gone.
Yeah.
Like the mantle's going to be put on her.
She's not gonna
Asuka
be-
can go.
Yeah. The beast of the women's division.
No, but
until
then
Asuka's
it'll
gone.
balance things and let other women come up. So
Definitely. Nikki Cross, Dave.
Yeah, she's a bit mental. It works. It works because she's like crazily different, and there's nothing really like her at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna say it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd bang it.
See how it goes. You'd rub her up.
No.
Definitely
She's,
rub
the
her
culture on this panel was booming.
no,
I'd
she's,
bang it.
She's good.
Bang it.
I like the crazy gimmick. I like this story as well. I can't remember if I heard it on a podcast or if one of you guys told us, where I think it might have been you, Schofield. You saw it download or something, and she came out as like typical white meat baby face, like
Oh,
high-fiving
yeah,
kids,
that
like,
was amazing.
and then comes out on NXT, or was it another show?
No. So
The
I've said,
next
I
day.
might have said this on a show before. It was the Download 2016. So it was the first time they did NXT there, and she wasn't really in NXT at the time. She was RCW, and she's come out and she's just Scottish lass. People know there that she's from ICW, and she was a face, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm from Scotland." And then the next day, she's come out and she's a heel.
Just depends on the opponent.
It's like women's moves in general, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Dave.
Say no more.
That's tame.
No more.
That's pretty
We're
tame.
not going. That's pretty tame for you, yeah.
Yeah,
but
Hot
no.
Wheels over there.
Let's
Sorry.
move on.
I'd rated fire.
Yeah, Hot Wheels. You say something else like
Right,
that, Dave, I'm going to
rated
go and
R.
play your new car.
I know they haven't been on the show much. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay.
Oh,
haven't.
Peyton Royce, 10 out of 10 with a bang.
yes. Amazing ass.
10 out of 10 overall.
Yeah, overall, she's got a lot
Promos.
better in the ring as well. Matt's going to hate me, but I really don't see it with Billy Kay. She looks like really oddly placed furniture.
Just there. Just there, but makes no sense.
Yeah,
Like
exactly
someone
that.
put a coffee table in the middle of the room.
Like it'd be so much nicer if you just moved it and had what was just there.
Yeah, like someone put their bedside table not by the bed, just
Yeah.
somewhere else in the room. You put
So
your drinks
what
on
are
there
they doing
still.
there?
Yeah, what are you
Like,
doing with
what
that
are you doing
there?
No, I'll do. I'm not a big BK fan. She's got better, but I'm
Yeah.
not that.
It's developmental at the end of the
Don't
day.
get me wrong, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for farting.
Fuck's sake, Jesus.
I'm sorry. Alright, I'll stop.
Oh.
I'll stop.
Where's that
Pieces of
disclaimer?
meat. Yeah, we aren't
We
all
forgot it.
sexist, dirty pigs. We're just dirty marks.
There you
We
go.
don't get any action. Well, I don't.
It's all right, ladies. We don't get paid for this shit. So it's
Right.
fine.
Next up, we have touched on her as well. Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
My opinion on Ruby Riott, I'm just glad she's not another Blue Pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that she's come
Yeah.
up from the Indies, everyone sort of, she had a bit of a following, a bit of buzz, and she just didn't dive onto her ass a little bit.
She's been good. Like I've got nothing. I've never really heard on Ruby Riott. She's just been good. My respect for her went up massively again at Download this year when she was against Asuka, and then took a bump on the steel steps, and her head
That
just
looked
went,
brutal.
and the whole crowd like got up for her. But yeah.
Didn't
My opinion of Ruby Riott just went. Whoop. Like, so fuck
there
me.
you go. Yeah, you are very tough.
You're tough. You're a tough
Very
bitch.
tough lady. Next up, obviously, is the one, the only, Liv Morgan.
Ugh.
Where's she been?
No one cares.
Yeah, I mean,
New
no one cares, but
Yo!
I mean,
Yo!
we actually, that's the name of our little group chat from the old
LV.
LV crew.
We LV Liv Morgan.
Yeah, we LV Liv Morgan because she's that good.
Yeah.
But
No,
to,
she's
to
not.
be fair though, she did start getting better.
Yeah.
She did started getting better. She did started. She did start to get better, but then she's just not around. But like you say,
No.
Doug, at the end of the day, who really cares?
No, there's
Yeah.
the women's division has got more stacked, and also she's never going to touch Asuka
Or
with
Moon.
a barge pole,
Yeah.
or Moon, or any
Or
of the
Nikki
women that
at
we
this point.
just literally met.
Yeah.
Like mentioned, she's not going to touch them.
Yeah.
She's still too green. Like you can see it in the ring. Like she's
Yeah.
still got that fragileness about her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
She's no Alexa Bliss.
No.
No Alexa Bliss.
But then
There
who
is-
is?
No one.
Yeah, no one.
No one.
Just the one.
Can we just take it?
Just take a moment.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Just 5 more seconds.
No, I'm done again.
Oh God. What you'd do just to
Oh.
meet her again?
No, I think that's three's to the
Free-
charm.
Freeze the charm.
Yeah.
Freeze the magic number. And obviously we have Dave's favourite from the last time, Sonya Devil, who is the MMA lady.
Sonya Deville.
Oh yeah,
Sonya
yeah, my
Deville.
favourite.
Deville, Devil. I don't know. I like her. I hate her music. Like I hate her music. Just straight up hate it.
I can't even remember it.
It's just I go.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
That's
sense.
it, yeah.
It's got some like lightsaber sounds at the start, and it's just
But then I don't like martial arts wrestlers whose gimmick is based on them doing martial arts.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now. I was never the biggest Ken Shamrock fan. Like I just wasn't.
No, because
I just don't like it. I don't mind them kind of using the gimmick a little bit, like kind of like they did with the Brock Randy Orton SummerSlam
Yeah.
thing. But I really dislike it when people's ring gear is just MMA gear.
Yeah.
Like,
It's them like, I'm an MMA fighter and
Yeah.
now I'm wrestling. And
Why
it's-
are you-
And
Why?
also,
Yeah.
let's face it, they're not normally, other than Brock and Shamrock, they're not normally that good at
Yeah,
MMA
they're not
fighting.
normally
They
that
normally
good.
had their ass kicked.
With Brock, it was different. It was an addition to
yeah,
who Brock
it was,
Lesnar is
he'd
already.
come back almost
Yeah.
as
Whereas,
Brock Lesnar,
yeah,
a new version.
Sonya is I'm a martial arts fighter.
I'm just gonna punch
Great.
and kick you.
Yeah,
Like,
wonderful.
Yeah,
It's
it's like a
five-star
slap in the
matches
face of
from
the
day.
wrestling business. I know you're
Jog
here to
on.
wrestle.
Jog on.
jog on. Get new music. but jog
Get
on.
new music and jog on.
Yeah.
Anything else about the women? Have I missed any?
Nah, I got nothing.
no.
Well, they did have that battle royal, didn't they? Like a few must have been like a few months
Yeah.
ago now. But like, I was surprised. I mean, women like they had their own
Yeah,
logos
they-
and all different shapes and sizes.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
half
like
of them are in the Mae Young Classic, to be fair.
Yeah,
So-
there's going to be some of them. I'm actually
Yeah.
really looking forward to the Mae Young Classic.
I'm
Yeah.
looking
See
forward
what
to it.
talent is going
The
to
only
come up
person
into
I'm not
NXT.
looking forward to watching is, I can't remember her name, but she comes out and she looks like she's from the 60s.
I don't like
She
her
has a
either.
hat. Who?
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans.
Yeah,
Fucking hate her.
there's been a couple of showcase matches that haven't been that great.
No, I
Right.
just don't.
Mae Young.
Again, her gimmick is an example of trying too hard. That it's a gimmick for gimmick's sake.
Yes, she
For
isn't.
gimmick's sake.
Yeah, but she isn't the gimmick.
Yeah, she isn't
The
gimmick.
best wrestlers
Yeah.
are
They live it.
like.
And
Let's go
and
back
you
to
can
him.
believe it.
Alistair Black. He is a death metal fan who loves all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. For me, she's not believable.
No.
Like, she's just like, I'm going to be from the 60s.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in the ring and do all these twirls. But why? What's the point? Like, why would you do that? It's
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I think we've wrapped up the women
wrapped them
pretty
up.
well. Wrapped them up, and onto the tag teams.
Woo! There's not many of
Right.
them.
We have, this is going to be a funny segment. We have the Authors of Pain.
Boo!
Yeah. I'm actually going to go to
Boo.
Dave first. Let's start off with a
Right.
bit of positivity.
For me, you've got to look at it that two. You know, it takes two to tango, and it's no coincidence that in the recent tag team matches that have been at things like the takeover events, that they've been really, really good. Arguably the best matches of the takeovers, and Authors of Pain have been part of that. Like, they have grown on me. They are slowly getting better. They're not fantastic, but they offer something different to the tag team division. But what concerns me is it just a whole women's division all over again? Are they going to be too good for everyone else? And it's like, well, we've just seen that with the women.
They
Do I really
need-
want to see it with the tag teams
Yeah,
now
they
as
need
well?
to build up some more tag teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only concern I've got.
I think you're right, David. It does take two to tango, but my argument would be that a top good tag team like DIY, The Revival, like you could put them in there with anyone. Someone as bad as Heavy Machinery, and they'd give you a good match. But you
Yeah.
put AOP in there with them, and it was the drizzling shits.
The drizzling shit.
The drizzling
It wasn't great.
shit.
It was a bit like
It was.
big for big
Yeah.
sake.
So I do agree they've got better, because when they first came in, I was like, no, this is not happening.
Yeah.
This is just Roman Reigns getting the NXT
Roman's love child.
Yeah, Roman's love
That
child.
was the
We got that going. But yeah, they have got better. But I think you're exactly right. Are they booking them into a corner, making them unbeatable again? The moment they did it was in that. We watched it the other day. It was the
three-way
Takeover
dance.
Orlando, where they got the double submission
Yeah.
on one of those dudes, and then they get out of it. Like, that was the moment. It's like, no, this is.
This is
Pretty
all
much.
done. We all put our drinks down. We decided it was going to be the result from that
Yeah.
spot.
I went to go and see Wanda, whatever her name was, at the old
Get another
the
cocktail.
Amway Centre, selling the cocktails.
Good old Wanda.
Was that her name? Was that her name?
Yeah, one.
Wanda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wanda.
If you're watching, Wanda,
Oh,
stop
you're a
sweetness.
hero. You're a hero to us. Got me very drunk. Next up, we have the number one contenders, Sanity.
Oh,
Are we excited for this feud?
I'm excited because they've got Big Red 2.0. For those of you that aren't us, Big Red is Eric Rowan from the Wyatt family. So
The old
what's
third link.
what's his name? You told me yesterday.
Oh,
Killian-
no, Alexander Wolf.
Alexander Wolf. Big Red 2.0. and that's why I'm on board.
Yeah, I'll go
Just
with
because
that.
he's the third guy that's sort of hanging around Sanity.
Yeah.
But his character is very good. He knows his character.
Yeah.
It's almost an extension from himself, a crazy German. Schofield.
Yeah, he's alright. I'm intrigued by the match because it's Hill versus Hill.
Yeah.
Which it's something you can't see more often these days because it's not so black and white with facing Hill, but I reckon it will work because it's an NXT fan base, so they kind of cheer and boo for who they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be good. Like it does make it smell of they're running out of tag teams though because they're going with this Hill versus Hill.
Yes.
Who comes out of that being cheered should be interesting.
I reckon Sanity.
They probably
yeah.
will be.
They're going to be Sanity a tweener right now, I reckon.
Right, yeah.
Can't see him winning though. To answer.
Nah.
you.
Don't think, no.
Nah,
No.
yeah.
Not
I'm all day,
We'll get
every
onto that
day
match.
with
AOP.
Bill and Bob.
Bill and Bob. Oh, Bill and Bob. Oh, Bill and Bob, the authors
you,
of pain.
you tell me their actual names right now.
AK and Reserve.
Fuck you. Fucking nerd.
What if it's
Nerd!
I did some research. When you're the host, you got to look good. You got to know names.
What if their Book of Pain turned out to be something like 50 Shades of Grey?
Right, next up, Heavy Machinery.
Yes, move on.
Yeah, move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
No, nothing for Tucker and Otis.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
I
we're good.
enjoy
Right.
them. They are improving. Let's
They
move
are
on.
improving. It's developmental, guys. Next time you see us, in probably a few months, they'll probably be our favourite tag team.
They'll be in NXT
Yeah,
for a while.
probably not.
They'll be-
No, definitely not. Right, so we are going to play a little game actually, because we have like literally, as we just said, what, 2 tag teams really in the division right now.
Well,
because we don't count Heavy Machinery.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
old, Otis. Weird face.
Just 2 guys in Burger King. You'll do. Come here.
It'll do.
Put a single on you.
Find
You
a
strong?
Every now and again.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah.
The short one looks like me.
Short one looks like
Sure,
Haslam.
one does look like Haslam, our 205 reporter. But we are going to play Make That Tag Team. And I have a little list, and you're going to do a little draft from
Right, okay.
from these people. So, seeing as he is the Raynham Calf colleague, first pick goes to Wilkie. Choose your first guy.
Patrick Clark.
Patrick
The
Clark.
Velveteen Dream. Sorry.
Dream.
no.
Oh, TJP is in here as well.
Oh, TJP.
Oh yeah. Has anybody got a
Can
line?
we have some like children? Can we have some like children's music?
Would
Actually,
you mind
did you say
passing
TJP?
Patrick Clark. Yeah, if anyone. Hopefully that microphone
I
picked that
really
up.
heard the mic pick
Wow.
that up.
I apologise.
Right.
Pretty
That is
hot in here
bad.
as well.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my god. That's horrific. Who wants to swap seats?
I'm glad you've got my seat.
It's so hot. By the way, for people who don't have to sit in this studio, it's ever so hot and muggy. And he has just let that one rip and settle.
It's
Let it
burning.
rip and settle.
that was
Right.
mate.
So, do you want me to start just shuffling through, Dave?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cassius Ono, Wolfgang, TJP,
I'm gonna pick Murphy.
Murphy. Go with Murphy.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to look at him. No.
Dave, have you
Yeah,
got
Almaz.
Sian Almaz? Sorry, set fire. I do apologise, you don't set fire to your car.
No, I don't set fires to cars. Tugboat sets fires to cars, children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tugboat.
damn it,
Tugboat.
tugboat.
Sets fires to cars.
there is Sian Almaz.
Yo.
Right, Wilkie, second pick.
Kurt Hawkins.
He's not in here.
That's where you said Kurt
yeah, I thought you
Hawkins.
did.
I thought I did as well. Number pick.
Give me Enzo then.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Going Enzo and Velveteen Dream as a tag team.
Yeah, but because
Oh,
what
sounds
are they,
amazing.
What are they going to do? Lose.
A lot. Enzo's going to come down. And he's
that.
flamboyant. And you can
Two
teach
fashion
that.
gurus.
As soon as I picked Patrick Clark, Velveteen Dream, God, I'm going to rant on that motherfucker so hard one day. I had to pick. That's why I wanted Kurt Hawkins, because all he does is
Yeah,
lose.
all he
I was
does
like,
is lose.
We're getting to go out
But
every
Enzo-
single week, have an Alistair Black against Velveteen Dream and Enzo.
Yeah.
Or Kurt Hawkins, which should have been my dream.
Oh, God,
and
can
then
you
just
imagine-
have him kick the life out of both of them.
Imagine Velveteen Dream having a match and Enzo's chatting shit on the outside. Fuck.
And he does that elbow drop. And you can teach that. Dave, next pick.
I was certain that we had Why can't I think of his name in there? Who you just wanted in there?
Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
sorry,
Kurt Hawkins,
I've said Kurt Hawkins. I'm going to disappoint you. Sorry.
Because I was going to pick them because two gingers both looking like that could have been like the new Bella twins, couldn't it?
Wolfgang's pretty ginger.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, but we like Wolfgang. You can't put Wolfgang with that knobhead.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good, Murphy. Just because he's
Pretty good at what? Being a dick.
He's married. He's going to marry well, mate.
No.
Schofield, next pick.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose at the top.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
because like these two, they'd be like they'd have a rivalry, and then they'd be like Cesaro and Sheamus. They'd be forced into a tag team, and they'd have to buddy up and dance together, and make all the dance moves,
the dance moves in the world,
and beat people up,
bust all the shapes out,
bust the shapes, and yeah, no way, CM.
No way.
Their tag team name.
There we go.
Boom.
We're getting there.
Book it!
Have you got a name for your weird tag team, Milky? Please say Job Squad.
The annoying little fuckwit and the useless piece of shit that used to be on Tough Enough.
Witless shits.
What was that?
Witless shits.
Nice.
The witless
shits.
Witless shits.
There you go. I'm just giving myself more work.
Book it.
Yeah, you just added that. I've been trying to be very good, not throwing stuff out there, and you just go and add yourself more work.
Oh no.
If you start complaining, right, Dave, name of your tag team.
It's got to be like this is threesome.
Murph Gang.
Murph Gang.
Murph Gang. We're gonna go with Murph Gang's PG.
Murph Gang, and they also can't go out in the sun, so.
Yeah. And I've now got an image of like Bliss in the middle of them.
The cool guy and the guy nobody ever wants to see ever again. Honestly, what is she seeing? I mean, look at me. What have I not got that he's got?
Look at you, 6 foot, good looking.
Ginger.
Good.
Sorry, man.
You've got something,
Yes. He's
He
Australian.
Exactly.
You could go out and tan with her. She obviously likes a tan.
Yeah.
He can't. He has to take an umbrella with him everywhere.
I watch Disney
Back to
films with her.
50.
Say watch the Disney films. I stare at her while she watches Disney films.
Like a freak.
Anyway, this is turning
Anyway,
into
right,
a
yes,
go
yes,
somewhere
right.
else
So we
entirely.
made our tag teams. On to the men
Cool.
of the division. We have the glorious Bobby Roode.
He's glorious.
Glorious.
So good.
Just the little backstage thing he did with Regal the other week, saying about how he's a businessman and they need to get that match, and he wanted to pit Killian Dane and
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre against each other.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre's looking ripped, by the way. Looks really
Tank.
good. Absolute tank. Liked it.
Yeah.
Just love Rude and his persona. He's amazing.
It's so good.
Still keeping up. I mean, I don't know if people wondered if he could keep that momentum going, but it's still going. It's going into this takeover. If he retains the title, which I personally think he will, although they have booked McIntyre like a beast, and then we know how much Vince loves big sweaty men, even though he's in NXT. He's not Vince's at the moment.
likes big sweaty man.
But
No,
that's just like,
that's
ooh.
a different YouTube channel, much more lucrative and highly successful YouTube
They earn
channel.
fucking money.
They earn some fucking dough.
But yeah, Rude. I mean, I'm like, I have a man crush on Aleister Black at the moment, so he's up there for me with Bobby Roode and Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Right up there at the top.
Together. You want them two in a match, I take it.
Yeah.
Dave.
You know what? I feel really, really bad because it must have been a few months ago. I had a Wilkie rant on our messenger group, and I was ranting about Roderick Strong, just saying, "Who is this guy? You know, he's an absolute nobody. He's got no character. Yes, he's good in the ring, but that's it." And then, literally after I just messaged that, they posted on the NXT, "Watch this episode because we're going to give you this backstory about him." And then you watched
It
it.
literally gave you what
And
you wanted.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I felt really, really bad.
Documentary form.
I did, and he's
You
someone
know,
who has grown on me, to be
Mum
fair.
shot his dad.
Yeah, like for me, Aleister Black,
Yeah,
Bobby
that's
Roode, massively. But him and obviously Bobby Roode and Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre are amazing. But you've got this guy obviously trying to push his way in, and fair play to him. Like he's doing all right, not too bad. So he's a surprise factor for me.
I'm very intrigued by it because based on the most recent NXT that we've watched,
Yes.
and they've placed the seeds for I've had a complete
Roderick
mind
Strong.
blank. Roderick Strong.
Yes, yeah.
To do something.
Yes.
Yeah, do you
Within
think they
that
put him
NXT
into that
title
match?
I reckon.
I don't-
I don't reckon they will this
No.
time. I reckon Roderick Strong is going to cost Drew McIntyre. So
Right.
Oh,
They
that'd
go
be
for heel
awesome,
turn.
because he wants
yeah,
Rude.
I know I'm going
He
to do my
wants to take the
predictions in a
title off
separate
Rude.
thing, but yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm.
Because
Oh,
because he's not turning heel, he's doing it because
Yeah.
he wants to take the title
Yeah.
off Rude specifically.
right, we have Cassius Ohno.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh no! Get me
Oh,
another
no.
vest.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Get
Cassius
me a bigger
Dadbod
vest.
Ono.
He's got the worst attire. He just has.
See, I like some of it because it's obviously basketball themed, and when he wears the Chicago one, that's,
He looks like the mascot.
he looks
doesn't
like,
look like
he
a
does
basketball
look
player,
like the
he looks
mascot.
like the mascot.
He looks like a
Yeah.
mascot.
He looks like an
Factually.
overweight fan
Yeah.
like, of really bad
And
basketball
like,
teams.
this is
Yeah.
this is the problem I've got with
Right.
Cassius Ohno is that he's fine on the mic and he's a solid wrestler. Like, has great matches.
Yeah.
There's loads of guys that have great matches.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the time we're at now. Where there's tons
I-
of great
Too much
wrestlers.
competition.
And like the only thing that's different about Cassius is that he has a stupid name, and he just wears pants and a vest.
Anyone else to be arrested.
I think like in NXT it's fine. Like people love him in NXT.
Yeah, I don't think he should ever go near the
I
main
think
roster.
if he ever went to the main roster, he'd just get burned.
Yeah, I
Like-
think Vince would look at him and
I just don't think a
just
casual
fire him there
crowd
and then.
would get on
It's
board
how I look
either.
on a Sunday morning, like when I wake up, like my vest, my pants. It's exactly the same as how I look, and it's just not professional.
He definitely falls in that though
All
for
food
me.
stains
Like,
down there.
solid on NXT. I think
Yeah.
he'd get eaten up on main roster. 'cause
I think
just don't
he's
think
good
the casual
to-
fan will they'll just look at him and not really care.
No.
So
The thing is, in NXT, you have some good indie wrestlers, and unfortunately, he is one. I don't think he's
Yeah.
WWE material. I think he's a good indie material, but I don't know. I can't see him on the main roster.
pretty come down on Ono.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I like
I'm
him.
sorry,
I
mate.
like
Sorry,
him.
mate.
I think he's a good guy to put in with people that you want to make good.
Yeah.
You can give him victories against
He's an enhancement.
CNL Mass and people like that, and then when the bigger guys come along, he helps elevate them in the
Yeah.
ring.
He's got a ceiling.
Next guy, similar sort of stakes, Hideo Itami. I mean,
it's
I know
good.
he had the match at Chicago Takeover. He has one of the best finishing moves.
Straight up the most unlucky wrestler in
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because if it wasn't for those, it was 2 injuries, wasn't it?
Two
If
shoulder.
it wasn't for those
yeah.
2 injuries, one after the other, he could be so much bigger than he is now.
Yeah.
But he's had like a whole year just taken away from him, and it's just taken the steam. And
Finn Balor also didn't help him
nah,
because you had Kenta come in, changed his name to Hideo Itami,
Yeah.
and then literally, I think, what was it, a month later, Finn Balor come in and did the
But-
exact same moves as him, and he's so much more marketable, demon. everything
even
like
then
that.
though it was fine.
Mm.
But then when he got injured, like he was off the whole time. NXT exploded. And I think that's hurt him. I think this whole respect thing is working. I
Mhm.
like it, and I think they should play more on the fact that he sees himself as like, I was this huge star, and like none of you respect me, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like they should really play on
Yeah.
that.
I normally like that feels like really lazy booking
But
to
it
go with the like
works.
Yeah.
you should respect me, but with him because of that story,
Yeah.
like he should still feel entitled because to him
Yeah.
he is still a big star, but
Yeah.
to loads of fans they haven't seen him
They
for
see
so
all
long
these
or
people go
never
ahead of
seen
him,
him. Like,
Shinsuke,
Yeah.
Finn.
so I agree, Schofield. It definitely works for this. Normally when
Yeah.
they go straight down that, I'm a heel and I
Yeah.
want respect. I'm just like, oh god.
I loved when he had this recent NXT when he had the backstage interview. Then I can't remember the interviewer's name. She was trying to take it back to the ring. He took the mic off
Yeah.
of her
Yeah.
and then went to the ring
himself.
and demanded respect. And then that's when the next guy we're going to quickly touch on because we've already spoken about him quite a bit is Aleister Black come out and
Yeah.
kicked his face off. So Aleister Black,
Right.
That kick,
That
by the way,
kick,
that
yeah.
Black
amazing.
Mass
but
is
straight up,
dangerous.
I mean, he's next to like the AJ and Kevin Owens. Yeah, I'm a typical Mark. He's my favourite by
He's
far out there. at the
Gonna be
moment.
fucking
He's-
huge.
Yeah.
on
He
the main
is.
roster.
He's probably. It's only really those three guys that every time I watch them, they do something that makes me go, "Oh, that's cool," like that. Like even if Aleister Black just like lays someone out, or did that springboard moonsault off the ropes and then just sits down.
Yeah.
Or like slaps the taste out of someone's mouth and they're on the floor and he just sits down next to him for a minute. It's the same as the Undertaker's
sit up, people up with his foot as well and his leg, and then kicks them. And then
kicks their face off. Yeah, he's straight up like loving that guy at the moment.
Right, quick takeover Brooklyn 3 predictions. First off, Hideo and Black. Who you got and why?
Black because Black.
Black because he's black.
Black.
Move on.
Right. Sanity versus AOP. Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain because they'll just keep them as beasts.
Authors of Pain.
Yeah, unfortunately, Authors of Pain will win.
Right. Hopefully it starts changing round a bit because we got Moon versus Asuka.
Moon. I'm going Moon because I think it's best way to put Moon over.
I said Moon last time, she let me down, but I'm feeling Moon again. Come on.
Yeah, and I hate to keep the trend, but although I would like to, I think it'd be really interesting to have Asuka just win and like drop the title that way, or even stay on NXT for a while. We're assuming that she's definitely going to go up.
Yeah.
But I think we're right. Moon takes it. Moon. She hits that eclipse.
3 moons. 3 for 3. You're all very agreeing bunch, aren't you?
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have McIntyre versus Rude, the big match.
I'm gonna go McIntyre.
Rude.
McIntyre wins by DQ.
Oh,
fair play.
That's like all slightly different there.
And because we're filming this, what's the date? The 4th of August. We haven't seen the next episode of NXT. Does Strong get in the match? Yes or no? As in
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no. And I think he's not gonna interrupt either. It's just gonna be a constant story figure.
Yeah, story.
They'll continue
the TV
after.
program.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he does get in the match, and I think he accidentally, even though he goes to try and do the right thing, I think he costs McIntyre the match, and Rude wins by DQ or something.
Fair play. That is Brooklyn Takeover 3. We're excited for Brooklyn Takeover 3.
Very excited.
I am.
It's been built very well.
I said to the world's largest foreign correspondent just before we came in here, who isn't Liam a lovely guy?
Yeah, he
We don't
is.
say that enough.
No, we don't say enough.
He's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Like Dave Meltzer a
largest
little bit, but he's a lovely guy.
But I said to him before, what was the point? What were we talking about? Yes, no. I said to him that it does feel like for the first time since like about this time last year, like just before it got annihilated by the draft, that NXT's back.
NXT is back. Yeah, certainly.
It's
Big,
back. It might
strong.
just be like me binge watching like 8 weeks or whatever straight away and feeling like, I forgot how good this actually is, but
No, it's not. It's got better.
I think there's a reason that I stopped watching NXT religiously every week, and that's just because it was
The draft rinsed it.
Yeah.
The draft rinsed it, and they had no storyline direction.
Yeah.
It was literally Joe versus Nakamura week after week, which is a great match, but there was no story to the match.
There's rumours of a new draft coming though, and if it does, it's meant to boost at NXT, so that could be interesting.
Okay.
Put people back down.
But
Like Enzo.
See, like Enzo. Yeah.
Welcome back, Enzo.
Yeah.
Shit.
And Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say his name.
But there we are.
Excited?
Very.
Lovely. No, one last final point. I think it's also good because I can't see many guys. I think the reason why NXT is so good right now is because we can't see many guys going up. It's not like, when's he going to get drafted? When's he going to get drafted? They're going to book you like
it's
this.
Back
it's
to
good.
how it was, which is like
let's actually have some storylines. Let's have some good takeovers.
Whereas the draft just like cleaned them out, and then they
I
had to
know.
rebuild.
I'm going to sit down, have a few beer
that's
skis, hit the show. Right, well, that's been NXT. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope we haven't run too long. I don't think we have.
I think we're alright.
Snappy and short to the point. I think I
think
snap
we've done
dress.
We've got to
Snappy
big
shirt.
Well done.
up our host.
Glorious.
Glory. Yeah, that felt good. Right, thank you very much. Eat safe as always.
Yay!